question is, do we even legalize? And that's really the question that we need to be considering, right? Because I don't need to legalize this water. I don't need to legalize the air around us, the sunlight that's coming through, because there's no criminal penalties, they just exist, right? So what would it be like in a world where we remove the criminal penalties from entheogenic plants and fungi, and we just were able to grow our own, we were able to share in ceremony. We don't need to have a dispensary model. We don't need to have a medical model. Like, we just remove the criminal penalties and let culture naturally emerge. Who has agency over your own consciousness? Is it you? I think so. All across the planet, we've had engaged in these practices, and then something happened, and I don't know what happened. Why? What happened there? What was the control element that allowed this sort of stifling of this conversation? No, I want to be the middle person between you and God. You can have access to divine yourself. You can't eat something that's going to make you realize that you're also divine, because that ruins my power. So somewhere along the way, this shift happened in the world. Like, yes, we're talking about healing, but how healing it is to have agency over your own healing. To not have to be dependent upon a pharmaceutical company, to not have to be dependent upon the authority of a doctor, to not have to be dependent upon a medical practitioner who's going to tell you what you're supposed to think about it, but to you to be able to participate. Just even letting people know that consciousness exists beyond this three-dimensional world is radical. You know, that's a big, big deal. Oh, wait a second. I have connection to spirit. I don't need to be relying upon somebody else. I can find it myself. So decriminalization is really about removing the criminal penalties. We believe that we need to do that first because that sort of levels the playing field for everybody, right? If it's decriminalized, then everyone can work on their own, they can build their own grows, they can engage in these practices. Let's turn people on, let's brighten people's consciousness, let's let people know that there's a much bigger conversation to be had, and then maybe we'll start caring a little bit more about the people on the streets, maybe start caring a little bit more about substance use issues, maybe start caring a little bit more about people being depressed. Because if we want to grow as a planet together, to learn about ourselves, to learn about our place in the cosmos, our place on planet Earth, these plants and mushrooms can help us with that. My name is Larry Norris. I am the co-founder and board member for Decriminalize Nature.